I want to see this writing and stuff. It disgusts me.
It's supposed to be an historic spot in central Kentucky, but lately it's been covered with graffiti, and now neighbors say they're fed up.
A central Kentucky property owner is facing fines after someone set a trash pile on fire.
And it's a way to honor fallen officers in the Commonwealth, but one family says their visit to the memorial is still painful 20 years after the death of their loved one.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5:30.
Good evening to you. It is an historic spot in Lincoln County. For years, graffiti has been an issue at an overlook wall in the Halls Gap community, but lately the vandalism has become worse.
And now one person living nearby says he's had enough. As WKYT's Miranda Combs found out, it's a problem without a solution. She has our top story at 5:30.
It's hard to find a view like that.
Even on a cloudy day, you can see for miles.
You know, it just frees your mind.
On a clear day, county lines don't exist.
You can see the towers at EKU, you can see Lancaster.
But this view isn't what it used to be.
I want to see this writing and stuff. It disgusts me.
If you drive down Highway 1247, you can't miss it. Not the nature, but a man-made eyesore.
Yeah, I drive through here 3 or 4 times a day, and it's always something different. You know, you got pictures that ain't very pleasant to look at. I mean, you don't want little kids coming up here and seeing stuff like that.
Hunter Taylor's home in Halls Gap sits below the brush.
You know, it's where I grew up. It's the only place I've ever lived. You know, I love where I'm from. My family's been here for a long time. So, I mean, it makes you proud of where you're at.
So he takes this personally.
So I got a picture every season at my house.
And he's made it his responsibility.
I mean, it really set a fire in the community to get it to look good.
About a year ago, volunteers came out and cleaned for hours. They pressure washed one section.
It lasted for about 3 months till somebody started on it again.
But he says they've caught very few of the vandals. It's hard to catch people in the act.
Somebody should be held responsible for it. I mean, why should the people that love the view, love the wall, have to look at this when they come up here?
So now he's trying to raise money to get cameras installed to watch a place meant to be seen. In Lincoln County, Miranda Combs, WKYT.
That's a real shame. Taylor has set up a GoFundMe account called Save the Gap to collect money to clean up the wall and work on trying to stop the vandals. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office is trying to track down a man they say was involved in a strong-arm robbery. Sheriff Pat Melton says the suspect walked into the 5-star Food Mart on Versailles Road last week to buy a drink. When the cashier opened the register, Melton says the thief reached over and grabbed some cash. We're told he was wearing a sock on one hand. The robber ran out of the store and got in a gold-colored car with several people inside. Firefighters in Lexington are asking people to be cautious of gas leaks. Crews spent the afternoon cleaning up after someone hit a gas line near Patch and Wilkes off Winchester Road. They say this is their 4th call of the day. They want to remind people to call 811 before digging.
You know, you should call before you dig, 811. That way the Lexington Fire Department doesn't have to come out, because we come out for all gas leaks. And then that way Columbia Gas isn't out here having to fix gas lines.
And no one had to be evacuated, and crews were able to clean up the area pretty quickly.
4 officers are now on administrative leave following a shootout. Our county-by-county coverage begins in Davis County. Police say they tried to arrest 38-year-old Chris Lynn at Talbot on Wednesday at a motel. They say he was staying in a room with a woman and wouldn't come out when police asked him to. Police say Talbot finally came out the next morning and fired shots at the officers. Officers also fired shots, and that's when Talbot was hit in the crossfire. He later died at the hospital. In Bath County, a property owner is facing fines in connection with a fire. Owensville firefighters say someone set a large trash pile on fire on Day Road yesterday. The Environmental Protection Agency is now investigating that fire. The property owner, James Skaggs, says he used the hole to put garbage and brush in, and says his neighbors also used the pile to get rid of trash and random items. While fire officials say yesterday Skaggs admitted to starting the fire, today he says he has no idea how it happened.
It was a big one. There's a bunch of junk in there. What was in there, I don't know. And EPA come and roped me up and said I had to pay to have it cleaned up. How I'm going to get it paid, That I don't know. I'm on a fixed income. Well, I've been told it cost me anywhere from $8,000 to $12,000 to pay to have it cleaned up.
There is no word yet from the EPA on how much in fines on top of the cost for cleanup Skaggs will be forced to pay. And in Nelson County, as Memorial Day gets closer, so does another somber anniversary. Nearly 2 years ago, Bardstown police officer Jason Ellis was murdered on the Bluegrass Parkway. Police say he got out of his cruiser to clear some debris from the road and was shot to death. Today, the Bardstown Police Department posted a photo of Ellis's wife on Facebook holding a sign with the hashtag Never Forgets.
It's a way to honor fallen officers here in the Commonwealth. This afternoon, the annual Law Enforcement Memorial Ceremony added 7 names to the list of fallen officers. The addition brings the total to 525 officers. Today, the family of Powell County Sheriff Steve Bennett talked to our Victor Puente about their first visit to that memorial 20 years later.
Cool, rainy weather sets the scene on this dismal day for these loved ones.
It's an inspiring sight, but it is disconcerting to watch year after year as the list of names grow.
Today, Kentucky's Law Enforcement Memorial adds 7 names.
Officer James E. Phelps, Paducah Police Department.
There are now 525 names. Everyone listed has a different story.
Officer George Colton.
But there is a story you might recognize. Powell County Sheriff Steve Bennett.
He was a great man. He was a great sheriff. He wanted to clean up the drugs out of Powell County.
In 1992, Sheriff Bennett was trying to serve a warrant when he was shot and killed.
He was a good Christian man. Everybody in Powell County loved him.
Sheriff Bennett's name has been here for more than 20 years. This is the first time his niece and sister have visited.
I'm very honored and proud that they're taking interest in him.
The sheriff's name sits next to his brother-in-law, Arthur Briscoe, who was killed during the same call.
Deputy Henry T. Reed, Estill County Sheriff's Office.
For these families, the pain, no matter how old, is still fresh. But they'll have comfort knowing the names of their beloved officers will never be forgotten. In Richmond, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Ralph Bays was convicted of killing law officers Bennett and Briscoe and now sits on death row. Officers say in 2014, no sworn officers died in the line of duty. Now the weather, it could be a little confusing out there because, you know, is it spring? Is it fall? It feels like kind of a cool kind of, temperature.
Yeah, we don't even know what it is out there, but hopefully we're going to get a warm up soon. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking your Memorial Day weekend forecast. How about it, Chris?
You know what? Normal May weather is overrated anyway, guys. I mean, today, straight out of early March or mid to late November, depending on your spring versus fall perspective out there. A lot of 50s showing up across the Ohio Valley, including here in Kentucky. 55 degrees, Lexington and Richmond. A little warmer northern Kentucky, where we're going to try to squeeze out a ray or two of sunshine before the evening is over. WKYT weather watchers, Jordan Montgomery down in Salyersville, 52 degrees. Little touch of some light rain and some drizzle showing up into Magoffin County. And again, showing that the mostly cloudy skies that have been noted across the area. How about we go up into Georgetown? My buddy Darius Mack reporting in with a lot of clouds out there. Touch of some drizzle and some fog as well. So everybody getting in with the overcast conditions. Those clouds continue to try to break, though, from northwest to southeast. That's a trend we'll watch as the evening wears on. We'll shut down the showers into eastern Kentucky over the next couple of hours. Still some drizzle out there, but overall, the improving condition with our skyline tonight will set the stage for the possibility of some very chilly stuff into tomorrow morning. Those readings are going to try to drop toward 40. Look at our computer models that are even spitting out some upper 30s into the colder spots across central and eastern Kentucky. By noon tomorrow, 60 show up. By the end of the day, we're into the low 70s. That's a sign of warmer days ahead. When I come back with that Memorial Day weekend forecast, guys, in about 10 minutes.
Thank you, Chris. And the U.S. Department of Transportation is stepping in to help with some of the damage from last month's storms. Today, the department announced it will give $3 million in emergency relief funds. State officials here in Kentucky estimate it will cost more than $9 million to repair the affected areas.
The Corvette plant in Bowling Green is getting an upgrade. General Motors will spend more than $430 million to upgrade the plant. The project includes a new 450-square-foot paint shop. It will also have new tooling and robots, environmental enhancements like dry scrubbing technology. Construction is scheduled to begin this summer and will take about 2 years to complete.
The state agriculture commissioner says the industrial hemp crop is growing and bringing investors to Kentucky. 121 participants and 7 universities across the state will grow hemp this year. Bill of Franklin County has our good question tonight. How many other states have plans to grow hemp? Well, Bill, last year the University of Kentucky, you may recall, harvested for research the first legal hemp crop in 70 years. Industrial hemp can be used to make food, fuel, fabric, plastics, construction materials, textiles, and paper, to name a few uses. Supporters say that industrial hemp production is also a way to boost agriculture and help struggling rural economies. Now, to answer your question, 13 states, including Kentucky, have laws establishing commercial industrial hemp production. California, Colorado, Indiana, Maine, Montana, North Dakota, Oregon, South Carolina, Tennessee, Vermont, Virginia, and West Virginia. If you have a good question, go to WKYT.com.
It was a special day for elementary school students in Lexington. Coming up, we'll take you to Ace, where a group of first graders got a surprise visit.
I'm Sam Smith in Madison County, where a church has suffered thousands of dollars worth of flood damage, and they need help making repairs. We'll tell you how you can help out coming up at 6.